Why have I not picked up this book? But it's a vibe. Okay, I'm in the store right now. Just basically all my products here as well. Okay, very simple dinner. Hey, welcome back to a new vlog. So, I want to talk about lots of things in this vlog. Also, this camera's now on my bookshelf, but it's a little bit too high. But if I put it on a shelf below, it's like too low. So I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's just put it here. I'll just stand on my toes. But it is Monday morning right now. I thought I would just do a quick like 2-day reading vlog. Why is this piece of hair like not working? Because first I wanted to do like the mid-year book freakout tag, but I've decided to just quickly do it in this vlog, probably tomorrow. Then I've got a cool update because, as some of you may know, I design stationery products like bookmarks and notepads and notebooks and whatever, and tote bags as well, and I sell them in a couple of stores. And I've just added a new store to the collection because I'm now also selling my products in the Swan Market store in Leiden. So it's Rotterdam, The Hague and Leiden right now, which is so exciting. It is in the Breestraat 109. So if you are from Leiden or you live close to Leiden and you want to take a look, I will leave a link down below so you can check out you know, where the store is. So that is very exciting. I am also, oh my god, this is not working. I'm going to tell you about the book that I just like half an hour ago finished reading. I finished it in like 4 days and I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner. It is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I get the hype. This was absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. So basically Dolly Alderton is a really cool woman. In her memoir, this one, she's just talking about life in her 20s, from early 20s all the way to, you know, being 30, and everything about love, friends, parties, life, work, jobs, vacations. She talks about it all and it was incredibly funny, touching, relatable, comforting, everything in one. Hence why I finished it in like 3 days. I needed this book in my life at this exact time, which was very nice. So I'm glad that I picked it up. So I now can't wait to read her fiction book as well. But now I really feel like starting another fiction book, even though I'm reading a non-fiction book, even though I'm still reading quite a few books. But I've decided to start this one, The Year of the Monkey by Patti Smith. I love her non-fiction books very much. And this is all about just her travels to lots of different places. So I'm excited to be reading this one as well. What's fun about this book, I bought this one secondhand and I saw that someone wrote a grocery list on here, like on a piece of paper that was on the book, so I could see, like, it says white wine and it says, I can't really read it that well. I should use a piece of paper and then with a pencil like go over it, you know, to see what was written on there. I love it when you buy secondhand books and they've kind of have lived a life before this, you know? So yeah, this is the book that I'll be reading today. I have to work in the store in The Hague today, in the Swan Market store where I sell my products. So I'm going to be taking that one with me on the train and probably read a bit in the store as well if it's a bit quiet, because it's a Monday, so it's never really too busy. What is very exciting is that today's Monday and then on Wednesday I'm actually going to London with all of my Dutch BookTube friends because we are going to YALC, the Young Adult Literature Convention. It's my first time going. I'm incredibly excited. I'll be going with Michelle, Leora, Leonie and Sabine, and we'll be staying with the 5 of us in a hotel, and I'm just so excited to finally meet a lot of my BookTube friends that I've known for years online, but I've just never seen in real life. So if you are going to YALC as well, definitely let me know in the comments, and if you do happen to see me somewhere, please don't hesitate to say hi because I would just love to, you know, meet some of you if you are there. So please do let me know if you plan on going to YALC as well, and if you are, I just hope you'll be having the most fabulous time. I'm incredibly excited. I don't really know what to expect. I'm a little bit anxious and a little bit nervous, but I'm pretty sure that everything will be fine and I will just be hanging out with lots of friends. So yeah. Okay, this was my little intro to this vlog. I'm going to clean up a little bit and grab my stuff that I have to take with me to the store in The Hague. I'm gonna make some lunch as well, and I will probably just start reading the book by Patti Smith. I hope you're going to enjoy this very short vlog, but I just wanted to film this one and upload it before going to YALC so I could, you know, tell everyone that I was going. So I might as well make it into a short reading vlog with the mid-year book freakout tag in it as well. Okay, I'm in the store right now, as you can see. It is before opening, so there's of course no one there yet. I will just show you. This is the store in The Hague, by the way. It's very big and very bright. But this is my area. So I've got all of my tote bags and then just basically all my products here as well. And it still looks so fun seeing everything in an actual store. By the way, this beautiful cupboard I bought from someone in the store who was selling furniture, so now this is mine as well. So now it's perfect for like displaying my products, but should I want this in my house, I can always just take it home, which is so nice. So this is a very beautiful cupboard, or dresser, or whatever you call it. So yeah, this is my spot. And then there is just so much in this store, so many fun gifts and just products all designed and made by small business owners. Okay, so I just got home from working in the store. It was quite quiet throughout the day, so I actually managed to read like 50 pages of Year of the Monkey. I am enjoying this one very much. I'm liking this one more than M Train, which is also about her travels, but this one, I don't know, it feels a little bit more relatable and interesting, and I thought that M Train was sometimes a little bit boring. So yeah, this is enjoyable right now. She's just traveling through San Francisco, San Diego, just talking about the people that she's meeting. But right now I'm going to be making some pasta and pesto, very easy, but I just don't really feel like cooking because I wanted to make potatoes at first from the oven, but that always just takes so long and I'm quite hungry. So boil some water. Yes, I'm always too lazy to like boil it in the pan or in the pot because that just takes so long, so I always just boil water. I hope you're not Italian because that's not very Italian. I'm going to be frying some cherry tomatoes as well. I always just measure out how much pasta kind of I want. So I got this one from Italy. All these little different shapes and sizes, and then I still had this pesto as well from Italy. So yeah, very simple. Let's make some pasta. Okay, very simple dinner. I also wanted to add a little bit more veggies, and I still remembered I had some like frozen broccoli, so I just cooked that the last few minutes along with the pasta. Can't really see that well, but there's a little bit. So yeah, some pasta pesto with broccoli and tomatoes, some cheese, some orange juice that I still had. And I'm going to be watching some Sex and the City just to like wind down a bit and relax. Okay, it's Tuesday. As you saw, I just packed some orders, and then after that I went into town because I needed to get the last few things for tomorrow. By the way, I'm drying my sheets. First of all, I had to get one of these shaving bars. I always use these for my legs. They're amazing. This is from Dille and Camilla. They used to have one that was kind of feminine, as in it smelled quite sweet, but then they discontinued it, and now they've only got this one left, which is actually for like shaving a face, and it smells a bit more manly, but it is absolutely perfect for your legs. It's like no plastic and you can use it so often. So this is my new favorite thing, and it just makes it so soft. It doesn't dry out your skin. So I needed to get this, and I also needed to get, well, needed, yes mom, I needed this. I was looking for just like a white shirt, but then a shorter one that I can just kind of use as a jacket, because it's going to be freaking hot in London. Like between 25 and 28 degrees Celsius, so it's gonna be freaking hot, and I don't want to bring an actual jacket with me because it's just too warm. So I bought a really short, cute top. It's like a cropped shirt. So those are the two things that I really wanted and I got. Then I decided to kind of repack my suitcase because I just thought I am taking way too much clothes, way too many warm clothes as well. So what I just did is I unpacked my entire suitcase, put everything on my bed, all my clothes, This is for 5 days. I don't think I need this many outfits, but I want something to choose from. And then I actually took away a couple of things, like black long trousers. When am I ever going to wear those when it's 27 degrees Celsius? And I believe something else as well. But oh well. So I unpacked my entire suitcase and then I repacked it. I also got a beautiful new suitcase. I will show you once it's completely packed. Because I only had like a really small trolley suitcase, but this is a little bit of a bigger one because I just knew it would not fit in that small trolley. That is it. I am now going to clean up a little bit and then I'll be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. Oh, I thought I turned off my camera, but I was recording because what I did. These two pieces were super long and they just didn't fit, so I literally just cut them off. Okay, so wait, I need to make a thumbnail first, otherwise I'll forget. I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag now. I sometimes do these just as a regular video, but I always find that they turn out really short, so I thought I would just do it in this vlog. It's a very simple tag, just some questions about the books that, you know, you've read until now. I believe I read like 35 books so far this year. It's not my best reading year yet, however I have read a couple of amazing books. So the first question is, what's the best book you've read so far in 2022? And this is actually really funny. It is the first book I read this year. It's The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I've talked about this book so many times already, but it is just absolutely amazing. So this is a modern classic that is all about these two rival gangs in like high school. And you follow this young boy named Ponyboy together with his brother and some of his friends. And they're basically just always fighting with this other gang. They can never really see eye to eye, but then the more they get to know each other, the more they find out that they're actually, you know, we're all people and we're all human beings and we have so much more in common. And it's just a really beautiful, very, very short story that was so touching and inspiring and just so sad, and I absolutely loved it. It was so good. And this was the first book I read this year. So the second one is the best sequel you've read so far. For this one, I'm going to go with the Giant Days Volume 4. This is a graphic novel series that's very fun. You follow a friend group at school and they're just like all about love and friendship and boyfriends, girlfriends, fights, sexuality, growing up, and it's just an incredibly fun graphic novel series. I think Volume 4 was one of my favorites, so I think that's a good sequel. Then we have a new release you haven't read yet but really want to. I'm always very bad with this. I honestly have no clue. Although, wait, let me check. I believe Taylor Jenkins Reid is coming out with a new one, or is already out. Carrie Soto is back. Let me see. Oh, this won't be released until August 30th. But that's one that I would like to read because I believe this also takes place in kind of the, you know, Daisy Jones universe. 4 is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Okay, we're gonna go with that one because I don't keep track of new releases. Let me know in the comments if you are the type of person who really keeps track of all the new releases and reads them immediately, or if you're like me and you get overwhelmed by all the new releases and you just read the books that come on your radar and don't really seek out all the new releases. Because that's me, I get very overwhelmed. Question 5 is your biggest disappointment. For this, I'm going to go with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy's book 4 and 5. This is a fun sci-fi series that takes place in space. It's about like space, war, funny characters, aliens, and I really loved the first 2 books. The third one was quite fun, but then the 4th and the 5th one I was just very disappointed by. I was not really finding them funny, wasn't really enjoying them, to be honest, so that was a bit of a pity because it's a 5-book series and it just didn't end very fun or well. Question 6 is your biggest surprise. For this one, let me see where it is Orbiting Jupiter. This is a very beautiful young adult story about a boy who gets a new foster brother, and that foster brother has already been through so much. He also has a kid, he is a teen father, and he has just been through a lot, and the more you know, he gets to meet and learn about his foster brother, the more they just start to care for each other and about the importance of, you know, having each other's back. And I don't really know where I found out about this book. It suddenly was just on my radar, so I ordered it and I read it and I absolutely loved it. I cried, I laughed, and this was definitely the biggest surprise of the year. Question 7 is your favorite new author. They may be new authors to you or debut authors, and for this one I have got 2. First, when I wrote down all the answers for the questions, I wrote them down like a week ago I think, and then the author I wrote down was Rilke, because I read Letters to a Young Poet, which is an absolutely amazing collection of letters that Rilke wrote to a young officer cadet. It's all about love and life and friendship and sex and work and careers and just living your best life. And it was so inspiring. So this was definitely just such a big surprise, and Rilke is a very interesting writer. So I wrote down Rilke, but then yesterday I finished this one, Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and I fell in love with her. So she's also a new favorite author of mine. I can't wait to read her fiction book Ghosts, but I personally really would love to just read more about her life, even though I don't think she will write more about her personal life. But this was just absolutely amazing. It's a memoir all about her life in her 20s, and love and partying and friends and sex and work and careers and money and just life. How to survive your 20s. So these are now 2 of my favorite new authors, Rilke and Dolly Alderton. Let me see, question 8 is your newest fictional crush. I honestly don't really know. I just don't really crush that easily on characters that I read about in books, because I'm very kind of bad at visualizing them as a person with that body language and stuff. I find it tricky seeing that in front of me, and that is why I find it difficult to crush on fictional characters from books. From films and TV shows, much easier. Then your newest favorite character. I have to go again with someone from The Outsiders, because I just loved Ponyboy. This is a very interesting name, by the way. He's called Ponyboy. I just felt so much love for him. You just want the best for him, and he just meant a lot to me. Question 10 is a book that made you cry. Why? Literally just the books that I've got in this pile. I think all of these that I just mentioned made me cry. I cry quite easily at books, to be honest. And then a book that made you happy. I'm going to go again with the Giant Days graphic novels. I've read 4 volumes so far, and they just made me very happy. They were fun, enjoyable, and just overall great. I can't wait to read more of these graphic novels. Then 12, the most beautiful book you bought so far this year. I kind of forgot to keep track of all the books that I bought or received, but I recently got this one and I just love the look of this book. It's a bit creepy. She's holding a human heart, but I just love the vibe and the colors, and it looks like this cool old painting. This is A Certain Hunger, written by Chelsea G. Summers, and I'm currently reading this one for my Patreon book club, but I just love the look of this book. It's quite simple, but it's a vibe. And then the very last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Definitely Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Why have I not picked up this book before? This is written by Andy Weir, who also wrote The Martian, which is one of my favorite books. And everyone is just raving about this book, even though it's been released like a year ago and I still haven't read it. But I really need to read this by the end of the year. People say it's better than The Martian. Okay, this was the quick mid-year book freakout tag. It's always fun to just look back at the books that I've read so far this year. But right now I'm going to be doing a little bit more work, and then just, I don't know, clean up a bit, start packing. Start packing. I've already started packing, but just I'm a bit like anxious. What do I need to pack? What do I need to take with me? Even though if I forget anything, I can buy it there, so it's like no worries. But just, it's going to be a busy 2 weeks, because I'm going to London tomorrow on Wednesday, then I go back on Monday, and then on Thursday I'm going to Vienna to visit my friend Natalie, who I met in 2016 during my London exchange when I studied there. So I'll be going there from Thursday until Monday. So just in 2 weeks I'll be traveling to 2 different countries, which is so cool. But it's a bit stressful, you know, because there's just lots to do and lots to pack and lots of work to do. But I'm very excited. Okay, I'm going to end this vlog. I just quickly wanted to show you my new suitcase. I really like the look of it. It's still like I haven't, how do I open it? Huh? It's not like properly packed yet, but so I haven't closed it because I still have to put all my toiletries in there, of course, tomorrow. I put one of these tags on as well, but I really like the color. It's a bit, you know, goldish, and it's just a lot bigger than a trolley. But I'm gonna turn you around this is going to be the end of this reading vlog. I hope you liked it. It was a bit all over the place. I haven't read anything more from Year of the Monkey. However, I did decide to listen to this one podcast by Dolly Alderton and one of her friends, where they're discussing each season of Sex and the City, because I'm rewatching Sex and the City because it's just one of my favorite shows ever, and they're rewatching it but like discussing everything, and it's super interesting, and just listening to all of their thoughts about how they wrote these characters, why these characters do what they're doing, you know, how they deal with love and heartbreak and sex, obviously, and it's so interesting and they're so funny. So it's called like Sentimental in the City, and you can just listen to it on Spotify and probably all the other podcasts. So sorry for the noise, podcast things as well. Okay, I'm going to quickly end this vlog because there's too much noise outside. I hope you liked it. I'm so excited for YALC. My next vlog will be about YALC, and I hope that if you are going as well, that I'll be seeing you there. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video.